Hello and welcome to the Artifact Sportscast. My name is Ashley Alexander-Birch and thank you for tuning in. This is what we have coming up on today's show. We chat to Max Petch, who will give us the latest news from UAL Sport from the last week. Word around campus is back and I took a trip to LCC to find out what new sports people would like to try. And finally, we talked to Activities Officer Anna Marie Severs on UAL Sport's most successful year to date. But firstly, there has been a lot of games involving our very own UAL Sport. And here to give us a lowdown, Max Petch. Please tell us how last week.
Yes, Sterling week, great week. Start with the big news. Men's football first won their 7B league with a game to go, with a 5-0 victory over the seconds. It's the first men's title in over 10 years, so great achievement by all the lads there. The third kept up their good end season form with a 4-2 victory over West London Seconds. In other sports, basketball, men's and women's sides unfortunately didn't have the best of weeks, with the men's suffering a 74-55 defeat to Anglia Ruskin Seconds, whilst the women's couldn't field a team, so the walkover was awarded to Canterbury Christ Church University.
In terms of other sports at UAL, are they doing well? How are they looking within the league?
Well, of course, the other strong favourites are netball, who carried on their great season with a comfortable victory over UCL, but unfortunately the netball thirds, they lost 36-24 to Medway Seconds. Rugby, they still propel the top of their league, so they're doing very well. And hockey, a mixed bag season. Unfortunately, the men's first lost 5-1 this week. However, the women's seconds hammered Imperial Fifths 12-0.
Well, that sounds great, and I'm excited to see how each team ends up in the league. Right now, we are going to find the word around campus. This is the part of the show where we get to find out more from our UAL students. This week, we went down to find out what new sports people wanted to try. Hello, I'm Ashley Alexander-Birch here at London College of Communication for Word Around Campus, where we talk to the students about a particular sport that they'd like to try. Okay, if there was a sport that you could try, what would it be?
Probably boxing. I really like how, because I've played football, that's my main sport. So football's a team game. I like how in boxing it's just down to yourself, and like also the mental side of it and stuff like that.
Snowboarding, I don't know why,
I think I'd probably try breakdancing, because that looks awesome.
Have you danced before?
No, never.
Well, I've tried most of them really, but if I could go back and do something else, I'd probably do rugby. When I came to uni, I really wanted to do rugby, but there wasn't a girls' rugby team at the time, so I joined netball instead, but I've always really liked it.
Polo.
And why?
I don't know, it just looks exhilarating. It looks fun.
Boxing, because it's a lot of hard work, you have to train a lot, you got to put effort into it, and when it comes to, you have to spar a lot, which means you have to fight one another, and obviously if you're professional, like if you want to do boxing and you've got a fight coming up, you have to train, so it's a lot of hard work, you have to do a lot of sprinting, you have to do a lot of sit-ups, press-ups, and you have to do a lot of fighting.
Okay, if there was a sport you could try, what would it be?
Bobsleigh.
Why?
Because that fun of going down, like when you're in a big dipper and just sliding down and then you're not in control, but you are. And you don't know what's going to come at the end of it because you could go from side to side, innit? So it's exciting when I watch it. Because I've tried a lot of sport, but that one I've never tried.
Okay, we are coming close to the end of a highly successful season of UAL Sport, and I'm joined in the studio by Anna Severs, the Activities Officer for UAL Sport. So Anna, this year in comparison to last year, how do you think it's gone? Are you happy of everything that you've achieved?
Yes, I'm really happy at the moment. Still a lot of things coming together for probably the busiest term of the year for sport. We started the year with getting funding from Sports England, which has really helped in terms of getting new equipment and supporting sport more. We've had new teams develop, we've had roller derby start up, we've had teams expanding, and we've had, I think, 4 teams winning their league, hopefully their last matches next week, which is absolutely fantastic. We've had announcements for varsity about the schedule of the day, how many people are playing. We've got new sports entered in, one of which is cheerleading, which has been counted, and badminton as well, which is also going to be played on the Tuesday.
For you personally, going into this role, what was the one main thing you wanted to focus on? Did you have a particular sport you wanted to try and improve, or kind of what was your idea?
I think it was more just having the university and the Students' Union and actually students taking sport more seriously, like letting students have Wednesday afternoons free, being able to go to their matches and not being given a hard time about it, and really enjoy their time at UAL playing sport on the pitch, wherever it is. So that, that's the best part.
I also heard you mention varsity. Yes. Obviously, everyone in the sporting world is so excited about it.
Yes.
What have we got coming up this year for this year's varsity? Are you got high hopes for us?
Very high hopes. So we've managed to get funding sponsorship for the first time by Student Universe, which is absolutely fantastic. And we've been working really hard to secure that and making sure that the day is going to be better than last year and any other previous years. However, I think this is probably going to be the last year that we play Goldsmiths, because our standards are increasing very quickly and theirs is dropping very quickly too. But it's going to be a really incredible day. We've got food, we've got music, lots of games going on, supporters, we've got t-shirts, and we'll be putting the posters up next week.
Well, I know, speaking for all the sports people here, we're all so excited about varsity, and thank you so much for coming on today. It's been great. A big thank you to all our guests, Max and Honor. Make sure you pop over to artefactmagazine.com/sport for more articles and features.